Kia ora, I'm Nathan Penny. Now, in my previous video, I outlined that the key development for our sector over recent months has been the ongoing sluggishness in the Chinese economy, and in turn, weak demand for our exports. Now, that's meaning that our export prices are likely to get even weaker before they eventually get stronger. With that in mind, last week we revised down our milk price forecast for the 2023-24 season down to $7.80 per kilo from $8.90 per kilo previously. Now, as well as weak Chinese demand, there are some other factors putting additional downward pressure on global dairy prices. For example, our autumn production was at a record high, with both April and May seeing bumper production months, which were individually record highs for their respective months. Secondly, we're unable to optimize our product mix currently, given factory constraints around what products we can produce. That means we're stuck producing lower priced whole milk powder, and we can't produce more relatively higher priced cheese. Now, it also pays to point out that it's still relatively early days in the season. And that means there's still a wide range of possibilities for the milk price in the season ahead. On that basis, Fonterra's forecast range is a useful tool to keep in mind. Using that $1.50 range that they provide and our updated milk price forecast at $7.80 gives an upper point of $8.55 per kilo, and importantly, a lower point of $7.05 per kilo. Now, with that updated milk price forecast, it does spell a tough season ahead for farmers, particularly given that costs are still very high. And indeed, it does mean for a number of farmers that they're likely to be below their break-even points. But given the experience of previous cycles and relatively strong balance sheets on farm, we expect that most farmers will be relatively well-paced to manage through this milk price cycle. Talk to you next time. Ka kite anō.